I have spent decades cultivating the capacity to engage and collaborate with folks around shared purpose. And I do think, I readily admit that I think that's probably easier in my space. I think there is a lot of energy and enthusiasm around positioning young people for success. But in an increasingly complex world, finding some congruence about what that path looks like, navigating, for example, multiple levels of government and regulation, and very strong opinions about the world, some of which are polarized. I really do take great pride in putting people around the table and curating conversations. So I think that's really where my leadership orientation has landed. I used to, talk a lot about servant leadership. Still am very vested in that space where I serve people. But I think my job right now is to be a transformational leader, and I'm happy to talk about some examples of where I think that's been demonstrated. There are lots of examples of putting people at the table. I think just really encourages creativity, but also a sense of purpose that leads to really positive outcomes. So I'm excited about that. I'm very often one of the few women in the room around tables, and so I talk a lot about what leadership looks like, what it looks, sounds, feels like from an inclusive perspective. I have long invested in mental health and well-being, not just of students, although I've got lots of experience advocating on that front at all levels and globally. I really think students need to be positioned to flourish, and recognizing that they become kind of the future leaders and kind of marshalers of our future. I think positioning them to flourish, particularly right now when mental health really is at such a crucial all-time low. I think that's really important. I talk a lot about safe space at work, at school, what it looks like, what it feels like, how to cultivate it actively, practically. And I talk a lot about the future of work. And, I think the wrapper on all of that is positioning people for success, driving economic and social outcomes, again, through leadership, mental health and well-being, safe space, and a real sense of, skating towards where the puck is going.